In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light! Groovy.
Oh, Green Lantern's ring? No, more of a green magical coin I've had for a few years. Just started testing out some of its abilities lately. Pretty neat. So you were saying you needed something? Okay, so the first Green Lantern. The first Green Lantern is Alan Scott, who was created by writer Bill Finger and artist Martin Nodal in All-American Comics number 16 in July of 1940. Each Green Lantern possesses a power ring and a power lantern that gives the user their great powers, as long as the wielder has sufficient willpower and strength to wield it. The ring has been noted to be one of the most powerful weapons in all of the DC universe, multiple times. While the ring of Alan Scott was magical powered, the rings worn by subsequent Green Lanterns were technological creations of the Guardians of the Universe, who granted such rings. These individuals made up the intergalactic space. These individuals. Fuck you, guy. God damn it! Fuck! These individuals made up the. God damn it. These individuals made up the intergalactic police force known as the Green Lanterns Corps. These individuals made up the intergalactic police force known as the Green Lantern Corps. These individuals made up the intergalactic police force known as the Green Lantern Corps. Although Alan Scott was stopped after World War II in 1959, he was still brought back a couple of times and is still considered to be part of continuity. At the beginning of the Silver Age, DC editor Julius Schwartz assigned writer John Broome and artist Gil Kane to revive the Green Lantern character. This time as Hal Jordan, who became a founding member of the Justice League of America. In 1970, he would be teamed up with Green Arrow in the groundbreaking and award-winning stories that pitted the sensibilities of Law and Order-oriented Lantern with the populist Green Arrow. Several cosmically themed series followed, as did occasional different individuals in the role of Earth's Green Lantern. The most prominent of these was John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and Kyle Rayner. Each of the Earth's Green Lanterns have been a member of either the Justice Society of America or Justice League of America. And John Stewart was featured as one of the main characters in both Justice League and Justice League Unlimited animated series. Also with this, another constant theme that happens with the Green Lanterns is that they all seem to be friends of the Flash of their age in the comic book series. The first Green Lantern, Alan Scott, was a railroad engineer who had come into possession of a magic lantern after a railway crash, which had spoken to him and said it would bring him power. From this, he actually crafted his own magic ring, which gave him the wide variety of powers. The limitations of the ring were that it had to be charged every 24 hours by touching it to the lantern for a time, and that it would not work on non-metals like, say, wood. Nodal had originally planned to give the Green Lantern an alter ego, Alan Ladd. This gave him the alter ego Alan Ladd, this being a linguistic twist on the Aladdin name, who also had a magic lamp and a ring of his own. DC considered the wordplay distracting and unnecessary at the time, so the character's name was changed before publication to Alan Scott. However, in May 1942, the film Gun for Hire suddenly made the journeyman actor Alan Ladd a movie star. Nodal would always joke that they had missed a great opportunity. Green Lantern was a really popular character back in the 1940s. Featured in both All-American Comics and in his own title, He was also a charter member of the Justice Society of America, which would also be running in All-Star Comics. After World War II, however, the popularity of superheroes declined. The Green Lantern comic book was canceled with issue number 38 in May and June of 1949. The All-Star Comics number 57 in 1951 was the character's last Golden Age appearance. In the late 1950s, DC Comics successfully revived superheroes, ushering in what was then known as the Silver Age of comic books. Rather than bringing back the same Golden Age heroes as then Atlantis Comics, they are known as Marvel Comics, had unsuccessfully attempted, DC instead re-imaged them as new modern characters for the present age. Following the successful revival of The Flash in Showcase number 4, October 1956, a new Green Lantern test pilot Hal Jordan was introduced. In Showcase number 22, started in September to October of 1959. He was given a power ring by the dying alien Abin Sur, and who became a member of the Green Lantern Corps, an interstellar organization of police overseen by the Guardians of the Universe. The Corps rings were powerless against anything colored yellow due to a yellow-colored dopant in the master power generator located in Oa, where the Guardians maintained their headquarters. Without which dopant, the master generator would not function as such. Jordan's creation was motivated by a desire to make him more of a science fiction hero. Editor Julius Schwartz, having been a longtime fan of the genre, also had been noticing that the sway of pop culture was heading towards science fiction. The title would know a number of cancellations and restarts, even being at one time called Green Lantern Corps, as the popularity continued to rise and wane once more. During that time, there were 2 regular titles, each with Green Lantern, and a third member of them in the Justice League. A new character, Kyle Rayner, was created to become the feature, while Hal Jordan first became the villain Parallax, then died and came back as actor. In the wake of the New Frontier, writer Jeff Johns returned Hal Jordan to Green Lantern Rebirth 2004 to 2005. Johns began to lay out groundwork for Blackest Night, released in July 13, 2010. Viewing it as the third part of the trilogy started by Rebirth. Expanding on the Green Lantern mythology in the second part, Sinestro Corps War. Johns, with artist Evan Skipper, found wide critical acclaim and commercial success of this series, which promised the introduction of a wide spectrum of different Lantern Corps. Current Green Lanterns have stories being told in simultaneously published series Green Lantern, primarily Jordan, Green Lantern Corps, primarily Rayner and Stewart, and Green Lantern Emerald Warriors, primarily Gardner. Coolly. In the late 1960s, Guy Gardner appeared in the second choice to replace Abin Sur as Green Lantern of Sector 2814. Gardner was originally supposed to receive Abin Sur's ring, but Jordan was closer. This placed him as the backup Green Lantern for Jordan. But early in the career as Green Lantern, tragedy struck Gardner as a power battery blew up in his face, putting him in a coma for years. During the Crisis of Infinite Earths, Guardians split into 2 factions, one of which appointed a newly revived Gardner as their champion. As a result of the years in coma, Guy was emotionally unstable, although he still mostly managed to fight valiantly. He has gone through many changes, including wielding Sinestro's Yellow Guardian power ring and gaining and losing Fulgurian powers, and readmission to the corpse during Green Lantern Rebirth. He later became part of the Green Lantern Honor Guard and oversees training of new Green Lanterns. Guy Gardner helped lead the defense of Oe during the events of Blackest Night. In Green Lantern Corps number 43, Guy succumbs to the rage due to the temporary death of Kyle Rayner and becomes a Red Lantern. In the early 1970s, John Stewart, an African-American architect, was selected by Guardian Corps to replace the comatose Guy Gardner as the backup Green Lantern for Jordan. When Jordan resigned from the Corps for an extended period of time, Stewart served as regular Lantern for that period. Since then, Stewart was in and out of action due to various circumstances, even becoming the first mortal Guardian of the Universe. He also joined and led the Dark Stars when the Green Lantern Corps were destroyed by Parallax. After that, he took over being Green Lantern for Kyle Rayner when he left Earth. Also taking his place in the Justice League of America. Now he has begun serving with Jordan as one of the Sector's 2 designated regular duty lanterns, designated as Green Lantern 2814.2. Kyle Rayner is a struggling freelance artist when he is approached by the last Guardian of the Universe, Ganthet, to become a new Green Lantern with the last power ring. Ganthet's reasons for choosing Rayner remained a secret for quite some time, despite not being cut from the same cloth of bravery and fearlessness as Hal Jordan, or perhaps because of that, Rayner proves to be popular with readers and his fellow characters, having continually proven himself on his own and with the Justice League of America. He then became known amongst the Owens as the Torchbearer. He briefly operated as Ion after using the powers of the entire Green Lantern Corps. He was responsible for the rebirth of the Guardians and the reignition of the Central Power Battery, as essentially restoring all that Jordan had destroyed as Parallax. Kyle Rayner was chosen to wield the last ring because he knew Fear and Parallax had been released from the Central Power Battery. Ganthet knew this and chose Kyle because his experiences dealing with Fear enabled him to resist Parallax. Because Parallax is a manifestation of Fear and Yellow, none of the other Green Lanterns, including Hal, could harm Parallax, and therefore came under his control. Kyle taught them to feel and overcome Fear, defeat Parallax, and incarcerate him in the Central Power Battery once again. Afterward, Kyle became known as Ion, who is later revealed to be the manifestation of willpower in the same way Parallax is Fear. No, we do have one more to talk about, and that's Jade. The daughter of Alan Scott. Haha, he is important. Jennifer Lynn Hayden would discover she shared her father's mystical connection with the Starheart, which gave her the abilities of the Green Lantern. Choosing to follow her father's footsteps, she becomes the superheroine Jade. She would later fight a manifestation of the Starheart and lose those abilities. After Jade was stripped of her powers, Kyle Rayner gave her a copy of Hal Jordan's power ring. When Rayner left Earth to restart the Green Lantern Corps, Jade donned the classic Green Lantern uniform and served as the planet's Green Lantern until losing the ring during a battle with the villain Fatality. Later, when the ring was returned to her, she changed into her Green Lantern uniform